So you all have to focus more on that in this chapter, and there is a lot of questions, okay, are in this section. So we will discuss every question, okay. Now the first is industry. Look, industry is comes under secondary sector, okay, secondary sector, okay. And in industries, we used to transform the goods. We used to transform the goods we obtain from goods we obtain from primary sector, okay. Value addition of goods which are obtained from primary sector is taking place in this sector. And it is believed that, no, not believed, the development of this sector, industrial sector, is a precondition. It is a development of this sector is a precondition for the removal of poverty and unemployment from any country. So it is very important section. Okay. Now, look, why it is considered, why we are facing two biggest problem. Our economy, India, is facing two biggest problems. The first is poverty and unemployment. And the reason is we have not seen the second phase of development. Second phase of development. The meaning of second phase of development is we have directly, this is the primary sector, secondary sector, and tertiary sector. Okay. We have not seen the second phase of development. India has not witnessed the second phase of development. We have directly jumped from primary to primary to tertiary sector. Okay. And most of the developed country in the world are also industrially very rich country. Industrially very rich country, or we can say industrially developed country. So, what I'm saying, we have not witnessed the second phase of development. That's why poverty and unemployment, these two big problem of India, still we are facing, okay, is the challenge of Indian system, Indian democracy or Indian economic system. So in this lecture or in this class, we are going to we will discuss every aspect of industries, okay, every aspect of industry. So let's begin with, first of all, industries is basically three types on the basis of the uses of raw material, okay. On the basis of use of raw material, industries are of three types. First is weight losing industry, okay, weight losing industry. Second is weight gaining industry, weight gaining industry. And third is footloose industry, footloose industry, okay. So on the basis of raw material, this is just classification, we will discuss everything, okay. Look, weight losing industries are those industries in which weight losing industries are those industries in which the amount of product, the output, the weight of output is less than the weight of raw material, okay. So weight losing industries are those industries in which more raw material is required to produce lesser amount of goods. For example, I'm just giving example of like iron and steel industry, okay. Iron and steel industry. Look here, in iron and steel industry, just I'm giving example. 150 kg iron ore, okay, to produce 100 kg of iron and steel, we use 150 kg iron ore, 150 kg coal. This is just example. Okay, 50 kg dolomite, 40 kg manganese, etc. So how much we have used? 340 kg of raw material we have used. And how much we are getting? Only 100 kg iron and steel we are getting. So those industries in which the output, the weight of output is lesser than the weight of the raw material used are called weight losing industry. Okay? And weight losing industries are located in the area of raw material. Area of raw material. Look here. Industries can be located at two places. First is the area in or around raw material, okay? Or second is the marketplace. And third is in between these two places. Just this is for understanding. This is for understanding. There is no type of industry. I'm not discussing about type of industries. This is only for understanding. Okay. First is what? Weight losing industries. So remember one thing. Weight losing industries are always located in raw material area. Okay, now you can imagine. Suppose question is asked, why most of the sugar cane industries, why most of the iron metallic industries are located in particular area? Okay, why Chotanagpur Plateau, most of the integrated iron and steel company are located around or in the area of raw material. So the your concept will be revolve around weight losing industries. Weight losing industries are metallic industries are those industries which are metallurgical industries are weight losing industries. Sugarcane industry is also example of weight losing industry. We all know sugarcane, sugar industry. Sugarcane is used, and after crushing 2 or 3 sugarcane, big sugarcane, we get 1 glass of juice. Okay, so weight losing industries are always located in the area where raw material are found, because industries can be located at 3 places. What are the factors we will discuss later? It is just for an understanding of industry. Okay, so this is what weight losing industries. All the metallurgical industry, cement industry, okay, sugar industry, food processing industries, all are weight losing industries. It is just for conceptual development. I'm just discussing only for conceptual development. Okay, so all those weight losing industries are located near or in the area of raw material. Okay, now second is weight gaining industry. Weight gaining industries are those industries in which the output is less than, output is more than the required raw material. Okay, the best example and the only one example is there are 2 or 3 example. First is ice cream industry, okay, bakery industry, and third is ice industry. These industries are weight gaining industry. Okay, and these industries are located near marketplace. Okay, located near marketplace. Getting my points or not? It is just for conceptual development. Then we will discuss about the location of industry. What I have said, it is understandable or not? Understood or not? समझ में आया फर्स्ट पॉइंट क्या मैंने बताया? What I have said, the weight gaining industry. Okay. Now the third is footloose industry. Okay. Footloose. When you go through the paper of civil services pre-examination or mains examination or the PCS paper, you will get lot of time the questions regarding food in loose industries. The in the examination they has asked. Okay, footloose industries are those industries in which the output is equal to the raw material. Okay, means the determination of the location of footloose industries are not determined by raw material. Okay, so footloose industries are located near market and near market. For example, 1 kg of, suppose 1 kg of cotton will produce 1 kg of cloth. So it can, so the footloose industries can locate at both the in the area of raw material as well as in the area of at a marketplace. But these industries are basically located near marketplace to avail the opportunity of market. Okay, so this is what, this is only a concept of weight losing industry, weight gaining industry and footloose industry. Okay, sunrise industry comes under footloose industry. Sunrise industries means the modern day IT industry. Okay, electronic industries are called sunrise industry. Okay, so sunrise industries comes under footloose industries, and these and sunrise industries are located in the market at a marketplace. Okay, now next is factor responsible for the location of industry. Now I am going to, this is from this point, factor affecting the factor responsible for location of industries. From this point our topic is, we start now. I'm going to start the topic of industry. This is only for conceptual development, but we are discussing. Now the topic is the factors which are responsible behind the location of industry. Okay, factors. Okay, factors responsible for location of industries. Okay, factor responsible for location of industry. Okay, now we all know there are three possible locations of industry. First is in the area of raw material. Okay, second is marketplace, because all the goods which are which are produced by industries are basically sold. कहाँ से बेचते हैं उसको? Are sold in market. So there is this place, industries can be located here, or industries can be located here, or industries can locate in between the raw material and market. So there are three possible location of industry. Now we will discuss the different factors which determine the location of any industry. Okay. Now, the first of all, the geographical factor. If question is asked, explain the geographical factor of location of industry. Then what point you all will be mentioned, you all will mention in the exam. First is what? Geographical. Geographical factors. Geographical factors will include, first is raw material. Raw material. Okay. How raw material affect the location of industry, we'll discuss later. Okay. Raw material, then power, then labor. Okay. Labor is mobile, but we will discuss how initially when the industrialization started, labor is very much mobile. Okay, they move from one place to another. But in when the transportation system was not developed, okay, at that time the industries were located in the places or the area where labor was available. For best example is New England. New England. New England is a place in USA. Okay, and the cotton industry of New England, the cotton industries of New England is basically the government or that initially when the industry was set up in New England, the main factor that influenced was the labor, high skilled labor, and still the labor cost of New England is the highest in the world. Okay, by the skill, the skill of labor of New England is considered as the best in the world. Okay, so raw material, power, labor, transport. Okay, transport, then uh, characteristics of land, characteristics of land and soil. Okay, apart from that, climate also affect. These are the geographical factors: raw material, power, labor, transportation system. Okay, then character of characteristics of land and soil, climate. Okay, and natural disaster. Okay, vulnerability of area. Okay, or last, and the last is vulnerability of that area. Okay, now these are the geographical factors. There are some non-geographical factor also which influence the location of industries. Non-geographical factor. Okay, this non-geographical factor includes number one, capital investment. Okay, capital investment. Okay, the first is capital investment. Second is availability of loans or credit. Okay, availability of loans. Okay, then another factor is the investment climate. Okay, investment climate, or we can say investment climate. Investment climate means if condition is favorable or not. If condition is, if there is uh, a stability in government. Okay, if social order is in the right position, in the right way, or we can say that if social instability is not there, that place provides the best place for the location of or for the investment of wealth. Okay, so investment climate is also determine the location of industries. Apart from that, government policy. Okay, government policy. The government policy, like the policy of subsidy, the policy of taxation. Okay, so these all factors are responsible. Okay, and last is the influence of pressure group. Okay, influence of pressure group is also affect the government policies, the policies of subsidy, the policy of taxation. Okay, the policy of rebate, and the last is the influence of pressure groups. Okay, influence of pressure groups. Okay, this also influence pressure groups means like communist group. Suppose communist groups are not in favor of privatization. They are not in favor of big industries. Okay, because according to them, these industries and private sectors are just they are the mechanism of exploitation of labor. Okay, so influence of pressure groups of that country also affect the location of industry. So these are the non-geographical factor, and these are the geographical factor. Okay, now now we will move to all the points we will discuss. Which factors? Okay, look here. All these factors are important for locating any industry. Okay, now the first factor is raw material. Okay, the first factor that determine the location of industry is raw material. Okay, raw material. The most important factor that determine the location of industry. Okay, now the raw material are of two types. This raw material are of two types. Okay, ubiquitous, ubiquitous. Okay, ubiquitous means the raw material which are found everywhere. Okay, ubiquitous raw material, and second is localized raw material. Okay, raw material is of two types. First is ubiquitous. Ubiquitous means if are available everywhere. Raw material, raw material is available everywhere. Okay, and second is if raw material is available is if raw material is localized. Okay, localized means raw material is found in a particular area. Okay, look here. The localized raw material, the availability of raw material in a particular area influence the location of industries the most. This is if the raw material is localized, this raw material influence the location of industries the most. Okay, if raw material is found everywhere, if raw material is available everywhere, so very easily we can establish, we can locate our industries at any place. But we follow we follow the we locate our industries. If raw material are available everywhere, then we will set up our industries very near to markets. Okay, this is the generally we have found that because in marketplace what happened, there is a demand of goods. Apart from that, the people are dynamic. Their demand is also changing. Their preferences are changing. The pattern they want, that is also changing. So when the industrial will close to the market, they will very easily they can transform or change their product. So if raw material are found everywhere, found everywhere. You can locate your industries at any place around in the area of raw material or near to the market. It is totally dependent upon the entrepreneur. Now, when the industries are local, when the raw material is localized, then क्या करना है? Then the determination of yes, availability of electricity and water also affect. That is geographical factor. वो किसमें आ जाएगा? Geographical factor में आ जाएगा. हाँ, NGOs determine नहीं करता. No, pressure groups like those groups, for example, that communist groups. Communist groups are against the investment, private investment, or that they are against the multinational companies. They are against the big industries. Okay, so NGOs are different. NGOs are different. NGO अलग होता है. I'm talking about the pressure groups. Okay, pressure groups that can हो सकता है कि क्या हो? Those groups which are in favor of workers, always work for workers. They demand more wages or or many facilities for the workers. In that case, they will try to pressurize the government to change their industrial policies. And when the government changes their policies and which is not favored the industries, they will not going to set up any industry. So pressure groups generally pressurize the government from outside to take or to take those measures which are favoring some particular groups. There are groups which are also that there are some groups which favor the industries. They are in favoring of industries. That group will enforce the government to ease their wages law. Okay, तो वो क्या करेंगे? Those groups which are favoring industries, they will enforce, they will pressurize the government to take those decisions, to make those policies which favor the industries. But on the other hand, there are some pressure groups, they will pressurize the government to take all those or to make those laws or policies which favor the workers. ये भी चीजें हो सकती. So I'm talking about pressure groups, not the NGOs. Okay, pressure groups are those groups which pressurize the government from outside without taking responsibility. Pressure groups and movement, two different things. Okay, pressure groups are those groups which pressurize the government from outside without taking any responsibility. For example, trade unions. Trade union is what? Pressure groups. And these groups pressurize the government from outside to make policies, okay, in favor of laborers or trade union, जो भी रहता है उनके. But not taking any responsibility, because failure of policies and success of the policy, say if suppose government took any decision, government has formulated any policy in favor of the trade union under the pressure of trade union, and if that policy is failed, so who will going to answer? Who will going to answer the people? Only the political party. So political parties, these groups are, NGOs are, these are not basically the pressure groups are very different. Okay. So first is what? Ubiquitous raw material. If the raw material are available everywhere, okay, so it will least affect the location of industry. But if raw material is localized, this will affect the industries the most. Okay. Now, localized industry. Localized raw material. Raw material is what? Localized. Look here. Now, this raw material, localized raw material can be of three types. Three types. Okay? Not three types, there are two types, not three types, two types. First is weight losing raw material. Okay? Weight losing. Just like that, weight gaining industries and okay, weight losing industry. Or we can say weight losing or weight losing raw material. Weight losing raw material. And second is weight gaining. Weight gaining industry or weight gaining industry. Look here. If weight losing industry. Okay. Now look here. Weight losing industries can be of two types. Weight losing industries can be of two types. Which types? Weight losing industry is of two types. First is industries based on one raw material. One raw material. Okay. Second is weight losing industries which are depend on many more than one raw material. But two raw materials basically determine the location. Okay. More than one raw material. That can be two, that can be four, that can be five, that can be three. But two raw material will determine the two most important. For example, iron and steel industry. It is a weight losing industry. And which is the most important raw material? Iron ore and coal. So this iron ore and coal will determine the location of weight losing industry. There's dolomite also, manganese also used, but the amount of these materials are very less. Okay, so the amount of material is very less. So localized raw material. Localized means in raw material is found in a particular area. Suppose the industry is one raw material based industry. One raw material based industry. And the industry is what? If industry is weight losing industry and requires only one raw material, in that case, the industry will locate at in the area of raw material. Area of raw material. And there will be a general linear location. This is very important. What I have said, if raw material is what? Raw material is localized. Localized, but क्या है? Weight losing. Okay. Second, if raw material is localized, okay, Here is impure. Weight losing means impure. Localized but impure, but pure. Two conditions is there. First is if raw material is localized but weight losing, means impure. First, I am going to discuss this point. Raw material is localized but weight losing, means impure. In this case, there could be two ideal location of industry. If industries are क्या है one raw material based, but material कैसा है weight losing, one material based, one raw material based industry. Okay, this type of industries are located near or sorry कहाँ होगा in the raw material area, in the raw material area. This is the ideal location where in the raw material area, and there will be in general linear location. And how will be the location? Linear location. Look here, one raw material based industry. Example is sugar industry. Okay, one raw material based, and raw material is what? Weight losing, impure raw material. So where sugar industries will locate? We will locate in the raw material area because it is weight losing. And linear location. What is the meaning of linear location? Look here. This is Delhi. And this is Saharanpur. The location of industry will be like this, towards Delhi. This is called linear location. Why? Because the goods or the sugar को कहाँ बेचना है? Market में बेचना है. So this is the industries tend to locate towards the big cities. This is called linear location. Getting my points or not? Is points समझ में आया? What I have said. Is it clear to all of you? If raw material is what? Impure, weight losing. Okay? And an industry is based on only one raw material. Then the industry will locate in the raw material area, and the industries will locate in a linear pattern. Linear pattern means towards the big cities. The industries will be located towards the big cities. This is Saharanpur or Meerut. This is Delhi. And we all know Meerut and Saharanpur is very rich in sugarcane. So industries are the industries. Sugar industries is a weight losing industry. So it will locate in the Saharanpur area. But the location, when we see the location of industries, the industries will towards the किसकी तरफ बढ़ते चला जाएगा? Big cities की. अगर एक इंडस्ट्री है तो इंडस्ट्रीज कैसे ओपन होगा? Near to the raw material area, but towards them. Is this point is clear or not? आप बताइए, chat में बताइए. Is it clear to all of you or not? First, if industries is based on one raw material. Is it clear or not? Okay. Now, the next is if industries if industries is based on two raw material, if industries is based on two raw material, okay, and both raw material is wet using. I'm talking about localized raw material, localized है और क्या है, impure है. That means what? More raw material will require than the product we will get. Now suppose two raw material based, but the raw material is localized as well as wet using. Suppose this area is the area of coal, and this area, this place is the area of iron ore. Okay, so the industrial will locate in a triangle. This is what? This is the marketplace, because all the things which we produce will sell in. उसको कहाँ बेचना है? मार्केट में बेचना है. ओके, क्या करना है? उसको मार्केट में बेचना है. Look here. Now, in this case, if raw material based, if industries requires two raw material, and both raw material is what? Wet using. In that case, the industrial will locate at a point which will be क्या होगा? In between both the raw material. Okay, we will transport coal from this to this place. We will transport iron to this place. There are some industries which also locate near coal fields. There are some industries which also locate near the iron and iron ore. But the most ideal location of the industries is in between both the lines, in a triangle. This is the marketplace. In between the triangle, in between the both raw material area, we will transport coal from this area to this area. We will transport iron ore to this area, and this will be the most ideal location. There can be, we can establish industries here also by transporting iron to this place. We can also establish, look here, for example, for a very good example is Salem industry. Salem. In Salem, we have established iron and steel industry. Okay, Salem is famous for what? Lignite coal. It is in Tamil Nadu. Lignite. And iron ore from the Bababudan hills is transported to this place. We can establish here also. Okay. Second is iron based. The industries of Karnataka. Bhadravati steel plant, Visvesvaraya steel plant, and Vijayanagar is iron based. But the most ideal location is in between both the raw material. And this is what? This is the marketplace. So we will give the transportation cost of finished goods from this area to this area. Okay, triangle location, ideal location to minimize the transportation cost. We can establish industries also here. We have a, here coal is found. We can locate our industries here, and we have established Salem. We can locate our industries in the area of iron ore. We have established which, that is Bhadravati steel plant Bhadravati, which is called Visvesvaraya Steel Plant. Second is Vijayanagar. These industries are iron ore based industries. But the ideal location is in between both the raw material to minimize the transportation cost of raw material. Okay, ideal location is here. Why? To minimize the transportation cost in a triangle. Okay, and best example is Bokaro. Sorry, Bokaro is what? Bokaro is coal based. The best example is Tesco. Okay, and most of the industries of the world are located in this pattern. Iron and ore industries, metallurgical industries, which are based on two raw material, and both raw material is waste losing. Those and all these industries are located in a triangle, only to minimize the transportation cost. Okay, minimize the transportation cost. Got it? ये समझ में आया आप लोग को? If raw material is impure and localized and impure, in that case, industries will locate in raw material area. If industries needs two raw material and both raw material is heavy and impure, in that condition, the industrial will in that situation or condition, the industries will locate in between both the places of areas of raw material in a triangle. Why triangle? Like this, यहाँ से यहाँ भी हो सकता है, कहीं भी हो, जब भी बनेगा यहाँ market, near to market, because we have to transport our finished goods from industrial unit to market. Okay, so this is what? This is your raw material. And the second condition is, if raw material is localized, but pure, okay, if raw material is localized but pure, अगर raw material कैसा है, किसी कहीं कहीं मिलता है, और कैसा है, pure है, means pure in the sense not weight losing. Okay, if 1 kg raw material is, if we are using, the product will be of 1 kg. In that case, if raw material is localized but pure, in that case, industries will locate at market. So raw material plays a very important role. Okay. Now, next, write down a question. Post-liberalized India has seen variety of factors. Post-liberalized India has seen variety of factors which is diluting the older traditional factors location of industries. Older traditional factors, location of industry. This is what? This is older. This is the what? This is this location is the older traditional factor. This pattern of development is old. Now in modernized period, transportation cost due to the fastness of transportation, okay, and the shrinking world due to the transportation. Now industries can localize, can locate at any place. कहीं भी हम locate कर सकते हैं. We will discuss about that. So first factor is the raw material. Understood what I have said? मैंने बताया raw material पे जो बताया मैंने अभी. Raw material is two types of raw material. First is what? Ubiquitous means raw material is present everywhere. If raw material is present everywhere, we can locate our industries at any place. If raw material is localized, then there is a two condition. First condition is if raw material is localized but pure, यानी कि weight lose नहीं कर रहा है. If raw material is localized, कहीं कहीं मिल रहा है, not present everywhere, in that case, industries will locate at marketplace. If raw material is localized but impure, okay, there is two conditions. First, if industry is based on one raw material and raw material is localized and impure, in that condition, the industries will locate in raw material area. And if industries are based on two raw material, and both raw material is what? Impure. In that condition, the industry will locate in between both the ubiquitous के लिए. Localized, ubiquitous means everywhere, available is everywhere. Okay, you can say that pottery industry, best example. Pottery, बर्तन, मिट्टी का बर्तन बनाने का इंडस्ट्री. क्योंकि ट्रांसपोर्टेशन कॉस्ट अधिक देना पड़ेगा. अगर हम कहाँ बना लेंगे, दूर बनाएंगे तो मार्केट के नजदीक ही करेंगे. बिकॉज ट्रांसपोर्टेशन कॉस्ट में क्या होगा, वो ट्रांसपोर्ट करेंगे. पॉटरी इंडस्ट्रीज, पॉटरी जहां हम बर्तन बनाते हैं, मिट्टी के खिलौने वगैरह बनाते हैं, सेंट्रलाइज्ड इन कहाँ बनाते हैं, वो मार्केट प्लेस पे. वाई? ट्रांसपोर्टेशन कॉस्ट करने में, ट्रांसपोर्ट करने में टूटने का डर होता है. बेस्ट एग्जांपल इज पोट्री एग्जांपल. ओके ओके now weight losing industries, okay, are two types. First is what? Based on one raw material, and second is based on two raw material. Okay, if industries is based on one raw material and raw material is weight losing, impure, then where will industries be located? कहाँ locate करेंगे उसको बताइए. If raw material is impure and industries is based on one raw material, where will locate the industry? Where? कहाँ locate करेंगे? And what will be the near raw material, and what will be the pattern? What will be the pattern of location of industry? What will be the pattern of location? I want answer. Pattern of location. कौन सा pattern होगा? What will be the pattern of location? Linear pattern. Example of linear pattern. Sugar industries is the best example. Linear pattern. Yes. Linear pattern means industries will be tilted towards the big cities. Big cities. Okay? And pattern is towards cities, big market. Yes, towards big market. Big market. This is triangle theory. And this theory is based on minimum transportation cost theory. This theory is called minimum transportation cost theory. But now, this is old-fashioned theory. Transportation, this is why we have located here, to minimize the transportation cost. But now that we have improved a lot, we have improved the transportation system a lot. So now these factors is not affecting now these days. Okay? We have, for example, look here, Visakhapatnam steel plant is not located in this triangle. Why? Because of advancement of what I have said. This question क्या लिखा था मैंने? Post-liberalized India has seen variety of factors which is diluting the older traditional factors. This is older traditional factor. Here we have established. कहाँ लगाया? Visakhapatnam में. It is not near the raw material area. And we have established weight losing industry. Why? For market. Transportation facilities we have improved a lot. Transportation cost is reducing. Okay? Yes. Transportation to where? Finished goods, market of we want earlier localized market is there, but now we are trying to spread our market, spread our wings over the foreign countries, Southeast Asian countries. वहाँ देख रहे हैं. We have improved our what? Transportation system. Now we can locate our industries at any place. But this is the most acceptable theory of location of weight losing industry. So remember one thing. Whenever the question asked to you regarding weight losing, just think about which type of industry is that. आप उसको localize कर लो. Not near raw material, not near market, but it is near market to which place? Foreign market. No, look here. Japan was the first country that developed this type of locating of industries near the the coastal areas. Japan is lacking. Japan is very poor in raw material. So, this is very important. On this raw material, UPSC can ask full question. So, while writing answer, you have to make following points. Raw material is very important factors. So, what you will write? Two type of raw materials. First is raw material is available everywhere. So, we can, if raw material is available everywhere, there we will locate our industries. And available everywhere, and it is pure, then marketplace. If raw material is ubiquitous, everywhere, and pure, or impure, जो भी रहे, हम कहाँ इसको ये करेंगे? If raw material is pure or impure, and present, and it is found everywhere, then we will locate industry as marketplace. Why? To change ourselves according to the need of market. Okay, now if industries, if localized, if a if raw material is localized, okay, in that case, localized and impure, localized and impure, in that case we will think which type of industry is this, one raw material based or two raw material based. If one raw material based, where in the area of raw materials, but linear pattern. If industries are two raw material based and both raw material are heavy, bulky, weight losing, in that case we will form a triangle in between. Clear? यहां से अकेला क्वेश्चन पूछा जा सकता है. From this point, from this raw material, UPSC can ask question on only on this raw material factors. With example. Okay? Understood what I have said? समझ में आया मैंने क्या बताया इसे? इसलिए इसको ध्यान से रखिएगा. UPSC can ask a full question on raw material, and this section is very important. Now, second is transportation. Second is transportation, and there are two aspects in transportation. Two aspects of transportation. The first is what? The first is transportation cost. There are two aspects. The second is what? Transportation. And there are two aspects of transportation. Two aspects. First is the transportation cost. Transportation cost. It affects all industry. Transportation cost कितना किराया लगता है, it will affect all the industry. And second is transportation efficiency. Transportation cost will affect every industry. Second is transportation efficiency. It will affect those industries. किस industries को affect करेगा? Tell me, which industry will be affected by transportation efficiency? Give example of some industries which are affected by transportation efficiency. Give example. Because transportation cost will affect every industry. But which industries is more affected by the efficiency of transportation? No. Not iron. No. No sugar. No sugar. Perishable goods industry. Perishable goods. जिसको हमने बनाया और तुरंत हमको क्या करना है, नहीं ले जाएंगे तो क्या हो जाएगा, वो खराब हो जाएगा. Perishable goods industry. Okay? But now इसमें भी क्या हो रहा है? Now we have improved our technology. अब हमको क्या कर रहे हैं? We are now yes, ice cream industries, food industries. But now we have improved our packaging system. We have a dairy product. Yes, dairy product. But now we have improved our storing facilities, packaging system. We have improved, but still efficiency determines the industries of those industries which are very small. Okay. So transportation. If transportation cost is less, then what will happen? definitely it will promote the industry. If it is more, then, and this is the reason, because of this one reason, this mountainous area cannot be industrialized. This is one of the most important reason. One of the reason that mountainous area cannot be industrialized. Lack of transportation. Okay? Why? Transportation is required for both. Transporting the raw material from the source region to the industrial center, and for the transportation of finished product from industries to the marketplace. So it is very important. And this is the reason. This transportation facilities or transportation is the most important factor. Okay? Lack of transportation in the mountainous and hilly areas create hindrance in the development of industry. Okay? Next is labor. Labor. This is also very important. But now these days now, labor. It was, okay, labor, availability of labor has also played a very important, most important role in the location of industries in the past. Okay, in the past. This location of industries also affect the location, the availability of labor is also affect the location of industry. Okay, but the labor played a very important role in the past. Why in the past? Because the mobility of labor was very, very less in the past. Okay? And this is the reason earlier industries were labor-intensive industries. And this is the reason earlier industries were located, cottage industries or ये सब कहाँ था? Localized area. So in the past, this factor was very prominent. Why? The mobility of labor was less. And that's why industries was located, कहाँ होता था? In cottage, rural industries, वहीं होता था आसपास. And one of the reason, labor was one of the reason behind the shifting of cotton industries from Mumbai to Ahmedabad region. Why? The labor cost was very high. First, development of cotton industries took place where? In Mumbai. But when the labor migrated to Mumbai and they started getting money, their standard improved. And when their standard improved, they started demanding more wages. And that compelled the industries to shift their industries to Ahmedabad. And Ahmedabad also has abundant labor. Getting my points or not? Labor in the past affected the industries the most. How? Because mobility was less. And that's why industries were labor-intensive industries. शुरू में जो industries हुआ वो labor-intensive industries ही रहा. We have example of Mumbai. Mumbai is known as the Cottonopolis of India. The first big industries related to the cotton was opened in Bombay. Okay, so the labor of adjoining area filled the entire Bombay. Now, because of industries, the living standard of the labor started improving. So when the living standard raised because of industries, the labor started demanding more and more wages. That forced force the industries of Bombay to shift to Ahmedabad. And Ahmedabad has also abundant labor available. Got my point or not? ये मेरी point समझ में आई मैंने क्या बताया अभी? Okay? Okay? Now, look here. In post-independence industrialization, this was before industrialization, cotton industries, labor-intensive industries. हम कहाँ पहुँचे? Our industries were tried to establish industries in the labor areas, in the area where labor was available in large number. Now, next is in post-independence period. In post-independence period, what happened? The post-independence industrialization has great imprint of labor. Means labor का effect ज़्यादा हुआ, was very visible in the location of industries. In the post-independence period, what we have seen, labor played a very important. And we have seen that jute industries, cotton industries of Mumbai और ये सब क्या हुआ? इसी तरह. Now present scenario देखिए क्या होता है. Present scenario is little bit different. Now these things you have to keep in mind. Present scenario. In past, unskilled labor or labor with low skill were less mobile, and skilled labor were more mobile in the past. Now, present scenario. Unskilled labor and skilled labor. Now, which of the two labor is more mobile? Tell me. Tell me, which of the two labor is more mobile now these days? Tell me the answer. Yes, this is unskilled. Unskilled what? They want, I want to be in metropolitan cities. Yes, unskilled. Skilled क्या चाहता है कि नहीं हमें क्या चाहिए facilities. Skilled labor want to be settled in metropolitan cities, big cities where facilities are available. Unskilled labor moves throughout. कहीं भी जा सकता है. Why? Transportation facilities have improved. Earlier, transportation facilities. Oh. No corona crisis. No. Sorry, today's time is over. Tomorrow I will discuss about this, and lot of questions is based on these things. Okay, यहाँ से बहुत सारे questions हैं और इसमें बहुत सारे questions हैं. कम से कम 10-12 questions बनेंगे इस पूरे chapters में. Okay, so we will discuss tomorrow. Okay, time is over. Thank you. We will discuss tomorrow. पता ही नहीं चला तुम लेट से क्लास करते हो. 74.